Hello AFCers, welcome to another episode of ActionFigureCollectors.com Reviews. I am your host Gil, and we're coming to you here from the Fortress of Solitude. Tonight I want to show you something a little special to me from McFarlane Toys, from their DC Multiverse line of course, and we're going to be looking at a figure from The Dark Knight Returns, which is my favorite Batman story of all time. I know there's plenty out there, everybody has their opinions. This one happens to be my favorite. It's what really got me into Batman back in the day, aside from the '89 movie. I thought it was one of the greatest comic books I've ever read, greatest graphic novels, if you will. Years later, I got to meet Frank Miller. He signed my leather-bound compilation book of Dark Knight Returns, so that was a thrill. And I've bought all the action figures over the years of Dark Knight Returns, at least the Batman figure to have. And now McFarlane has come out with their own series from the Multiverse line of Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. And this set actually consists of 4 different figures. There's Joker, Robin, Batman, and Superman, all from Dark Knight Returns. It's a Build-A-Figure, actually. It's kind of an odd Build-A-Figure. It builds a horse, yeah. And it's the horse that Batman rides on in Dark Knight Returns. So this may be the very first Build-A-Horse figure ever done before. Leave it to Todd to do those first. Thank you, Todd. But just getting into the figure here, I'm just going to talk about Batman. The other figures are great, by the way. I do have them all. But just talking about the Batman figure from Dark Knight Returns, this is one solid figure. It's might be one of the best Dark Knight Returns Batman figures I've seen in my years, and I've seen a good number of them come our way from like DC Direct, from Mattel, Mafex. That's how you say it. But anyway, this is the newest Dark Knight Returns figure. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this sucker out of the box, and through the magic of movies, I'm going to snap my fingers and we're going to get right to it. Ready? There we go. There he is. Now, it's a solid figure to begin with, okay? So this thing is not going anywhere. It's not flopping. It's not loose. At least, you know, this particular one that I got, I was lucky enough it's not, no loose joints, what have you. It's loaded with articulation, the double knee joints, the elbow joints, the wrists. You can bend them at the mid-chest area. His waist turns. You've got multiple points of articulation in the hip area. You've got the ankle. Well, I will say not quite an ankle rock, but there is plenty of movement in the ankle to get pretty much any, pose that you really want. It does come with a stand with just a DC logo on the stand, so it's kind of a generic stand, but you've got Batman looking angry. He's got the little pointed ears here, as you see in Dark Knight Returns constantly. The utility belt is sort of completely filled out around his waist, just as you see in the comic books. There's no room for a buckle or anything. It's just loaded, and that goes all the way around the figure. The cape is hard plastic, but you can get away with it with this figure. The Batman Dark Knight Returns didn't exactly have a billowing cape like you see in some of the Batman incarnations, so I think you can get away with that a little bit. The bat symbol is not just painted on, it's actually raised a little bit on his chest. It's a great version of the Batman. It also comes with some accessories. We have a batarang on a rope that Batman can hold and look like he's about to maybe, get ready to toss it and, bring himself up onto a building. We've got extra hands that are fists right now. The hands that are on him are open hands ready to hold on to the batarang and rope. And then, of course, we've got the Build-A-Figure parts. This is funny. You've got 2 horse legs. I never ever thought in all my years of reviewing action figures I'd be talking to you about horse legs. And the horse tail. It's quite the tail. And if you have the other figures and take them all out of the package, you can certainly hook these all together to create that horse for Batman The Dark Knight. Also included, just like any other McFarlane figure, is a collectible card Has Batman the figure on the front and a little synopsis on the back. And what I did with my loose Batman is I cut out from the side of the box the little Batman Dark Knight Returns logo. It's just a it's very simple, but it's an iconic logo, at least to me. And I'm going to display that with my loose Batman when he sits on my shelf in my hobby room. So all in all, this is a great figure. I would give it 2 thumbs up. If you're on a budget, you can't afford the Mathex stuff or the higher end figures that are out there of Dark Knight Returns. I can't. So believe me, I know. This for $20 or $25, depending on where you buy it, is a fantastic way to go. You're going to get the most for your money, and you're going to get a solid, really great looking Dark Knight Returns action figure. For actionfigurecollectors.com, I am the Gilness. We've been talking about McFarlane Toys, DC Universe, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, and I will see you next time. Good night, everybody.